Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric Influences for the 12th day of August 2020. Well, we have a 3 energy today on this, Wednesday? I like Wednesdays. It's kind of that moment where I just sort of stop, and Saturdays too, but mostly Wednesdays, where I just kind of sit there and wonder, okay, what did I forget? That I was supposed to do Monday and Tuesday. What can I still salvage today? But in any event, with this catalytic energy today, take a practical approach to new experiences. Align with others, let your creative juices flow, and enjoy the process unfolds. Do it safely, of course. We're still in a situation where I have a candle that's being reluctant here to light. We're still in a situation where we've got to be very, very safe. I know I saw something on Rachel, I think it was on Rachel's show, or I don't know, somebody's show yesterday, where it was just a graphic of the country where it looks like Oregon is spiking. I guess it was the red ones or something, the red states, colored in states that were spiking, and Oregon is one of them. So especially if you live here, I saw this last weekend. There's some folks that live, they don't have, there's 2 sections where we live. One with smaller lots and one with 5-acre parcels. And they're separate developments, but they're adjacent to one another. Now, in the other section of this area, I saw this family. They have this big event every year. I don't know if it's just all family or what it is, but a bunch of people come. They party all night long. There's a bunch of kids. So I don't know if it's like a kids group. And I when I say party, I don't mean party like that. I just mean there's a lot of fun. They're having a lot of fun, and it's cool. They have a good time. You can hear their music and all that. So it's just fun. They're having a good time. They had a good time this weekend. The people don't get it. They just don't get it. And so I don't know. Did we have a little mini super spreader event? I don't know. We'll see. But I guess it's just, it's interesting that people want to do what they do without, I don't know. It's like, this isn't going to affect us. Well, it is. And so it's a little bit scary. So enjoy the process that unfolds and get the creative juices flowing, but wear a mask. Don't be, I don't know. I don't know. I give up. I just give up. I just give up. Today we have Rado. And I'll draw this one out for you. Rado means soul journey. It's an air element rune. I'll use this one. Let's see. Soul journey, partnership, integrated motion. Think rider and horse. Let's see. This is Rado. So, okay, I've drawn it. Harmonious movement, integration, rhythm, cycles, also justice. We have Isa, 11th rune of the Elder Futhark, meaning alignment and source presence. Will contraction, focus. We have Laguz, flow of spirit. And we have Vunyo, fellowship and joy with others. So there's some integration there, in harmony and all of that. And then we have Kenaz, and 3 times, only the 3rd time is kind of weird, but we're going to call it that. And Kenaz, of course, is the 6th rune of the Elder Futhark, is the light of spirit, or the torch. And so that's what's really influencing. Spirit should be influencing, in other words, instead of ego, how we come together in integration with others today. So for today, partnerships with others are strengthened as you resonate with others in shared purpose. Issues of equality and justice may draw your attention today, and it becomes clear that the best way forward is in harmony with others. Although the goal may still be in the distance, an integrated approach will get you there more quickly than going it alone will. So remember that today. But again, be safe with others. Again, it's spiking, I guess, in Georgia. It's just everywhere. So I don't know. And I don't know. And now children are getting it at the schools. So that's just lovely, folks. Oh, my God. Anyway, we're already in Gemini. It was Taurus until Gemini this morning at 6:46 a.m. my time, Pacific Daylight Time. So we're already in Gemini, chatty Gemini. So explore new ideas with others and chat the day away, or you may get together online with others for a group meditation or yoga session, and that's the Moon sextile Vesta. Vesta's kind of about ritual and all of that. So just do what you want to do today, but do it with others and do it safely. So I saw this thing where I think it's a yoga studio, a big one or something. They have this big area and they've got everybody in bubbles, and let's see, what was it? They have air piped in, they have heat, they have cooling, whatever it needs. It's temperature regulated, and they're all in these bubbles, and they're good size, So you've got the ability to move around in them. But I thought, well, I suppose that's one way to do it. It was kind of cool to look at that. Moving on to the human design section of the reading, the last part of the reading. Avoid any judgment today of others, particularly those who might be struggling, but stay focused on collaboration toward a shared goal, even if it means staying silent until more information is gathered. We want to jump in, and we don't want to do that today. We want to take that Wednesday energy, that balance energy, and just sort of, if something doesn't seem right, if it's weird, just kind of hang back until you know more. Someone, however, might be depending upon you to accept superficiality when what's needed is the truth. A lot of people do that. Change is possible now, but explore all possibilities before acting. Listen, this was some of this yesterday. Sometimes harmony with others prevents anything from happening. And one of the things that you get too harmonious and everybody's happy, nobody does anything, right? If you're in a situation where, and like we all are collectively now, where deception is happening, and that I'm talking from the federal level there. But it could also be happening in your personal life. I know it's happening in mine. And so I'm still waiting to see who's going to come clean. It's one of those moments. And I think that that's really what this is talking about. And I think what it comes down to is people want to, they favor harmony so much that it's a false sense of harmony. It's more manipulative than anything else because we don't want to face up to the problem at hand or the issue at hand. And so maybe, if there are a lot of people involved, maybe some are trying to protect the others, because it's like, oh, well, and they don't understand that the issues that have been caused have been harmful and that they need to be resolved. And they need to be resolved in truth so that people can move forward. So, and again, whether this is talking about something that's happening to all of us collectively at the hands of the government, or whether you've got some little pocket in your life of resistance there, people who don't seem to want to live in truth, they're doing it likely because it's the forgive and forget attitude. Let's forgive and forget. Well, okay, but can we talk about what happened first? So that doesn't happen again. I just find that people that want to shove things under the rug and just move on and not discuss what went on to try to clarify. Sometimes things happen simply due to misunderstanding, and sometimes they happen deliberately because someone's got a plan and an agenda and they want to harm somebody. Usually it's issues of power that are involved. If you're in a group or something where someone wants that power and control over the group, instead of, understanding this is a group. The group does things together as in unity. Maybe you got people that don't want that. They want to control everything. And so you'll have others that will come in and they'll say, well, let's not really make these people be accountable. After all, they're part of the group. So let's just let it go. It happens in families, it happens among groups of friends, it happens at work, it happens in any kind of a group setting. It can happen where what needs to be discussed just isn't. And so there's no Rado in the life because there's no light of spirit coming in. There's nothing to light up the truth about the situation. And so instead of going forward in trust, You don't, and it will never happen. The trust will never happen because it's, oh, let's just move on. Well, there's no dignity there if you do that. There's also no integrity. I've dealt with this my entire life. People being just fundamentally dishonest at their core. And everything they do is in service to hiding the truth about something. And I got to tell you, to deal with what's happening at the government, on the governmental level now, I mean, my God, it's one thing if they're deceiving about what they're doing behind the scenes, but to do it during a pandemic? They got everybody thinking they can just go out there as they want to. And now you've got some is it in Florida, some police chief has said, okay, my officers will not wear masks. What's he going to do? Is he going to pay personally for everybody that gets sick and their families should they die? What about the people they infect during the day not wearing a mask when they're called to someone's home or someone's business or out into the world to deal with a problem? And they're not allowed to wear a mask to protect other people from maybe them being asymptomatic? You see, no one's thinking right now. And whatever they're trying to enhance for themselves by doing so, because there's an element of that. They're not living in Rado with one another. They're not living in that integrated harmony and understanding and shared purpose and shared sacrifice and shared understanding and shared truth. Instead, they want to create their own little pocket of it that they expect everybody else to live with. And we must now move on. Trust me, you do something like that, if you're that kind of person, nobody's ever going to trust you. Not ever. And over time, they're going to be able to see all these instances where you haven't been able to be trusted. And eventually, the chickens are going to come home to roost. So, if we can't move forward in truth together, then we can't move forward at all. And that's really what it's about. And that's, the issue, I think, with Rado. Moving forward in truth, or we don't move forward at all. So, or we leave you behind. We could do that too, see. Tell you, oh, well, maybe go find another group to belong to. So, I guess, that's probably it about the Rado. But, yeah, and about the staying silent, even if it means staying silent until more information is gathered, that's tough. Because especially if you know that stuff and nonsense is happening, and you want it dealt with. Stay true to that and hang in there with it, but you might have to just back off a little bit, gather some more information, because you could learn everything you want to learn by just remaining quiet and letting everybody else step in it, because they will. They will. Anyway, I guess that's it. That's all I have for today. But blessings to Kamala. Good job. Looking forward to voting for both of them in September. I wish November. I've got September on my mind. I've been thinking about all the stuff I have to do harvest-wise about that time. Been sort of planning, for some of the stuff to start to come due. My carrots won't. That won't be yet, but those will probably harvest after it frosts a little bit, probably in October sometime, just before the garlic bulbs arrive, and we can put those in the ground. I just replace garlic for carrots back and forth. So anyway, but yeah, in November it'll be a blessing to vote for the two of them. So yay. Anyway, have a good day, you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to one another. Wear a mask if you go out around other people, no matter where it is, inside or out. And blessed be.